portal will open and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1. Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency. You have just passed through an Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill, which vaporizes most Aperture Science equipment that touches it. If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate...
I mean, I think some knowledge is withheld,
You
Rainbow.
are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the Material Emancipation Grill may have emancipated the ear tubes.
But yeah, I mean, the demos are a really good way to verify legitimacy.
Good. Because
For
of
the most
technical
part.
difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment is unsupervised. Before re-entering a relaxation vault,
That's why you
at the
said
conclusion of
most.
testing, please take a
Oh
moment
yeah,
to write
right.
down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview when society has been rebuilt. If the Earth is currently governed by a manner of animal king, sentient cloud, or other governing body that either refuses to or is...
Hey! You made it! Hello? Can you see the portal gun? Also, are you alive? That's important. Should have asked that first.
Some emergency testing may
Too
require
late.
prolonged interaction with lethal military androids. Rest assured that all lethal Good. If you feel that a lethal military android has not respected your rights as detailed in the laws of robotics, please note it on your self-reporting form. A future Aperture Science Entitlement Associate will initiate the...
Yeah, you can still submit runs without SAR.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you
But then
remain
you have to
calm
deal
in
with
face
the
of
loading
almost certain
screens
death,
of Portal
smooth
2.
jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1. You have trapped yourself. Congratulations.
Worse than
The exit
death,
door is
honestly.
now open. If the Enrichment Center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter from... Well done. The Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs will remain functional in apocalyptic, low-power environments of as few as 1.1 volts. This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, if you are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization, welcome. And remember, testing is the future, and the future starts with you. Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, old, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing. To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
Hey! Oi, oi! I'm up here! Probably ought to bring you up to speed on something right now. In order to escape, we're going to have to go through her chamber, and she will probably kill us if she's awake. Ah! Oh, still held, still being held. That's a great job. Ah! Sorry, I just looked down. I do not recommend it. Ah! I've just done it again. This is the main breaker room. Look for a switch that says escape pod. Alright, don't touch anything else.
Back in your day.
Anything else. Don't touch anything else. Don't even look at anything
Honestly,
else.
one of the reasons I
Well,
even
just gotta look
started
at
playing
anything
this
else
game
to
was
find an escape
because
pod. But as soon as you look for something that doesn't say escape pod, look at something else. Look at the next
because
one,
of the
alright?
fast
Don't
loading
touch anything
screen in
else or
SAR.
look at, well, look at other things, but don't. You understand?
Like, I remember
See it
watching
anywhere?
Kent Evans'
Can't see it anywhere.
GDQ run in
Tell you what,
2019,
plug me in and I'll turn the lights on.
and there he mentioned that their speedrun plugin got an update where loading screens are now a lot shorter. And I was like, oh hey,
Oh, look at that.
that sounds pretty good.
Ominous. But probably fine, as long as it doesn't start, moving up. Now, escape pod. It's moving up. Okay. No, don't worry. I've got it. This should slow it down. No, makes it go faster. Uh-oh.
Power up.
Because I knew how infamously slow Portal to loading screens were, even as a casual runner. Or, not runner, sorry.
Oh, there's a password.
Player.
I'll just hack it. Not a problem. A. C. Now, wait, did I do B? Do you have a pen? Start writing these down.
Power up complete.
I don't. Okay, listen. All right, new plan. Act natural. We've done nothing wrong. Hello.
Oh, it's you.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy being dead. You know, after you murdered me.
You did what? Ah! Oh no! No! Oh no! Yeah!
Okay, look, we both said a lot of things that you
Yeah,
didn't
except you
do,
have to time
but I think we can put
the
our
time you
differences
spend in the
behind us
pause screen.
for science.
So it doesn't actually
Yes.
save 0.3 every load.
I will say though that since you went to all the trouble of waking me up,
It's not
you
quite
must
18
really,
seconds.
really love
I
the
think
test.
Kent even timed it for the
I
full
love it
game
too.
test to be 15 point something or 16 point something. Because some maps have like 0.3 demo delay, and then other maps have like 5 ticks. I think Wake Up only has like 5 ticks, for example.
Here we are, the incinerator room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old time. Once good, you have a dual portal device. There. But the important thing is you're
And I
back
believe maps like,
with
I
me.
think Fizzler Intro
now
and
I
Laser
want all
Overgo
your
have like
little
0.3 or 0.4.
So there's nothing to stop us from testing for the rest of your life. After that, who knows? I might take up a hobby.
That's why you said done
We are
perfectly.
getting
Yeah, I
there,
guess.
maybe.
But I don't really.
Sorry about
That's
the
just
mess.
cringe, man.
I've really let the place go since you killed me. Not bad. I forgot how good you are at this. You should pace yourself, though. We have a lot of tests to do.
Plus, I'm pretty sure that I would just end up losing time with it.
This next test involves discouragement redirection cubes. I just finished building them before you had your... Well done. Here come the test results. You are a horrible person. That's what it says. A horrible
Yeah,
person.
ToeSkip is based.
You weren't even testing for that.
Doesn't demo delay also depend on hardware?
Don't let
No,
that horrible
I don't think
person
so.
thing discourage you. It's just a data point.
I mean, that would
If
be
it
a
makes you
little
feel any better,
messed up if it
science has
was.
now validated your... Congratulations. Not on the test.
I'm pretty
Most
sure it
people
depends on
emerge
the
from
map.
suspension terribly undernourished. I want to congratulate you on beating
Like
the
map
odds
size
somehow
and
managing to
how
pack on a few
complicated, or
credits.
how many things it has in it, right? Well, but then again, I mean, Wake Up is a pretty big map. So why does it have more or less demo delay than this map, for example?
You are navigating these test chambers faster than I can build them.
I'm not sure
So
what
feel
determines
free to
demo
slow
delay.
down and do whatever it is you do when you're not destroying this facility. Destroying this facility.
What?
Destroying this facility.
I swear I was
I'll
sparking
give you
that.
credit. I guess you are listening to me. But for the record, you don't have to go that slowly.
But one thing I do know is that mal maps have a lot of demo delay. And mal maps are definitely larger than P2 maps, so
This next test involves the aperture science aerial. Here's an interesting fact.
there's probably
You're
a
not breathing real air.
correlation
It's
there.
too expensive to pump this far down. We just take carbon dioxide out of a room, freshen it up a little, and pump it back in. So you'll be breathing the same room full of air for the rest of your life. I thought that was interesting.
No, Eagle, no.
Let's see what the next
Controller
test is.
stuff,
Oh,
they usually only
advanced aerial
save like
faceplates. Well, have fun
not even
soaring through the
0.2
air
of a
if that
second,
appear
I
in the
think, over the
road.
course of a whole
I'll
run.
have to go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15
Okay, maybe
handfuls
it
of
does save
broken
like a
glass.
second in
By
total, but
myself.
it's not gonna be that optimized for a very long time.
Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the test chambers. So
Plus, you
sometimes
can
I
also
slip
achieve the
past
same
you,
effect with the
standing
analog
around,
keyboard,
smelling and
so
being useless.
if anything, that's gonna
Try
be
to
the meta
avoid the
probably.
garbage hurtling towards you. Remember before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around being useless?
Because I believe an
That
analog
was a
keyboard
metaphor. I was
usually
actually talking about
emulates
you. And I'm
like an
sorry.
Xbox
You
input,
didn't react
I
at the
think.
time, so I was worried it sailed right over your head, which would have made this apology seem insane. That's why I had to call you garbage a second time just now.
What would you need a controller
Did you
for?
know that people with guilty consciences are more easily startled by loud noises? I'm sorry.
Couple
I
things.
don't know why that went off. Anyway, just an interesting science fact.
You
Every
can
test chamber is equipped with an
you can
emancipation
press
grill at its exit, so that
controller
test
keys
subjects
during a
cannot
loading
smuggle
screen,
test objects out of the test
and then when the
area.
game loads,
This one is
that
broken.
input will immediately
Don't
be
take
pressed
anything with you.
on map load. So on maps like at the start of 3 Giles, where there is a door you have to open, if you hold down E with an analog input, you can open the door like
This next test
a bit
involves
earlier.
emancipation grills. Remember, I told you about them in the last test area that did not have one.
But you can also achieve the same effect with a function key, which is what I do currently.
It's me! I'm okay!
Well, I'm back. The aerial faceplate in here is sending a distress signal. You broke it, didn't you? There. Try it now.
Dude.
Now.
How did that reportal?
Look at you, sailing through the air majestically, like an eagle, piloting a blimp. Enjoy this next test. I'm going to go to the surface.
What was not allowed,
It's a
Nate?
beautiful day out. Yesterday I saw a deer. If you solve this next test, maybe I'll let you ride an elevator all the way up to the break room. And I'll tell you about the time I saw a deer again.
Also, yeah, technically you can do like the Batswriter jump
I didn't see the
with a
deer today.
controller,
I did see some humans.
and that means you don't have
But
to
with
pause
you here,
abuse.
I've got more test subjects than I'll ever need.
But I wouldn't recommend doing that because it's still very random. Just less random. It goes from like 1 in 100 to 1 in 20 or something.
From the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it. Excellent. You're a predator, and these tests are your prey. Speaking of which, I was researching sharks for an upcoming test. Do you know who else murders people who are only trying to help them? Did you guess sharks? Because that's wrong. The correct answer is nobody. Nobody but you is that pointlessly cruel. Good news. I figured out what to do with all the money I save recycling your one room full of air. When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you how not to have your unfortunate bone. Well done. In fact, you did so well, I'm going to note this on your file, in the commendation section. Oh, there's lots of room here. Did well.
Hey, Blue Lemon.
Enough. Perfect. This next test involves turrets. You remember
The
them,
task is
right?
very
They're the little
different.
spherical things that are full of bullets.
Well, no, it's
Oh,
the
wait,
same as using a
that's you in
controller,
5
but
seconds. Good luck.
I mean, good luck. Good luck trying to replicate that.
To maintain a constant testing cycle, I simulate daylight at all hours and add adrenal vapor to your oxygen supply. So you may be confused about the passage of time. The point is, yesterday was your birthday. I thought you'd want to know. You know how I'm going to live forever, but you're going to be dead in 60 years? Well, I've been working on a belated birthday present for you. Well, more of a belated birthday medical procedure. Well, technically, it's a medical
There's a reason why
experiment.
console world record
What's
times
important is it's
in
impressive.
challenge mode are several seconds behind
That jumpsuit
mouse
you're
and
wearing
keyboard
looks
world
stupid.
records.
That's not me talking. It's right here in your file. On other people it looks fine. But right here a scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid. Well, what does a neck-bearded old engineer know about fashion? I'm going through the list of test subjects in
And no,
cryogenic
that
storage.
reason is not
I
because they
managed
don't
to
have
find
SAR.
2 with your last name. A man and a woman.
Before anyone
So
says
that's
that.
interesting. It's a small world.
It wasn't allowed to use software to think spacebar is controller
I
key
have
or
a
something like
surprise
that.
waiting for you after this next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise. So I'll just give you a hint.
I mean, I think that's
It
fair.
involves meeting 2 people you haven't seen in a long time.
But then again, I think you have to use, even with an analog keyboard, the software to make it analog. I'm not sure.
It says this next test was designed by one of Aperture's Nobel Prize winners. It doesn't say what the prize was for. Well, I know it wasn't for being immune to neurotoxin. I bet you think I forgot about your surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're headed to your surprise right now. After all these years.
PS3 can
I'm
have
getting
SAR
choked
now.
up just thinking about it.
Let's steal Trackmania rules. What rules do they have?
Initiating surprise in 3, 2, 1. I made it
Hey,
all
mission
up.
from Doug. Thanks for the good luck.
Surprise. Oh, come on. If it makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I very seriously doubt they'd even want to see you.
Dude, stop clipping me there. What is your problem, FCPS? Eh. Classic column blocker. Has to go from 0 to 100%.
Comedy equals tragedy plus time. And you have been asleep for a while. So I guess it's actually pretty funny when you do the math.
I mean, we don't need to limit the analog range in Portal 2, do we?
I thought about our dilemma, and I came up with a solution that I honestly think works out best for one of both of us. Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test chamber is looking pretty. I think these test chambers look even better than they did before. It was easy, really. You just have to look at things objectively, see what you don't need anymore, and trim out the fat. I've got a surprise for you after this next test. Not a fake, tragic surprise like last time. A real surprise.
I mean, it's only pay to win. It's like I said, at least right now, it's like probably not even a second that you would save.
Speaking in an accent that is beyond her range of hearing. I know I'm early, but we have to go. Run! Come on, I'm closing the doors. Okay, quick recap. We are escaping. All right, that's
I
what's
think it's
happening now. We're escaping.
closer to half a second that you would save,
Quick word about the future plans that I've got in store.
Yeah.
We're gonna shut
which
down
I'm pretty sure I usually lose on container ride anyway.
neurotoxin and then confront her. Again, though, for the moment.
I don't know.
Come on, come on! Ah!
I know.
What's going on? You're okay? Great, I heard gunfire. It's a bit late, this. Hurry!
Technically there are already some console commands that got allowed because we didn't want analog keyboards to have an advantage, like changing CL forward speed and stuff like that. I believe the reason that was allowed is so analog keyboards wouldn't have an advantage.
Ooh, it's dark down here, isn't it? Oh, careful now. Try to jump across. Let's keep moving. The factory entrance must be around here somewhere. Careful, careful. Wait, careful. Let me light this jump for you. Okay, this looks dangerous. I'll hold the light.
And I love when the floor disappears here for no reason.
Quick, this way. Here's an interesting story. You might like this. I almost got a job.
I would love to know what causes it exactly.
Guess who the foreman went with?
I know it's save loading, but like sometimes it doesn't happen when I save load.
Worst possible job, tending to all. Oh, I'll tell you, humans. Oh, love them. Just the way they look, it's great, and they're right. Well, I'm gonna take you to good luck. Careful.
Oh, thank God. You saved my bacon, pal.
Response.
Follow me. You're gonna love this.
Template.
Ta-da! Only the turret control center. Thank you very much.
Template.
See that scanner out there, right? Go. How long's the door been?
Quick.
I mean, was there any sort of announcement before it opened, like a buzzer or an alarm of some kind, or like a hacker alert? I mean, you know, fair enough. The important thing is bring your daughter to work day. That did not end well. And 40 potato batteries. Embarrassing.
Not quick,
I mean, I realise they're
slow.
children, but still, you know, low-hanging fruit and all that. Barely science, really, is it? Don't worry, I'm absolutely guaranteeing you 100% that it's... Okay, let's try this one. All right, now, she can't use her turrets, so let's go and take care of that neurotoxin generator as well. Ha! I knew we were going the right way. This is the neurotoxin generator. Bit bigger than I expected. Not going to be able to just, you know, push it over. Have to apply some cleverness. There's some sort of control room up at the top.
Oh my god.
I shouldn't laugh, really. They do feel pain of a sort.
This Wallstrife pre-op is just not that good.
I'm afraid that... What are you doing? We don't know what that... Oh,
I don't have any reference lineup for when to start going.
did you smell neurotoxin? Hold up, the neurotoxin levels are going down. It's still going down. Still, hold on, something. That's
So I'm
it.
just kinda
Neurotoxin
guessing.
At 0%. Yes. Hold on.
Warning. Neurotoxin pressure has reached dangerously unlethal levels.
I honestly honestly, truly didn't think you'd fall for that.
If my CPU temperature is even or odd.
I devised a
Great.
much more elaborate trap further ahead for when you got through this easy one. If I'd known you let yourself get captured this easily, I would have just dangled a turkey leg on a rope from the ceiling. Well, it was nice catching up. Let's get to business. I hope you brought something stronger than a portal gun this time. Otherwise, I'm afraid you're about to become the immediate past president of the Being Alive Club. Uh-huh. Seriously, though. Goodbye.
It's my big chance. This is trouble. Not again. Here comes that. Lucky lady. This ain't.
Oh, you were busy back there. Well, I suppose we could just sit in this room and glare at each other until somebody drops dead. But I have a better idea. It's your old friend, deadly neurotoxin. If I were you, I'd take a deep breath and hold it.
Fulbright was apparently allowed,
I hate you so much.
because someone had a monitor that was so dark that
That's funny.
they
I
just
hate
could
you,
not see
Kyle.
anything on Turret
In fact,
Factory.
I feel pretty good.
Alternate core detected.
Oh, that's me they're talking about.
Because normally you can see at least a little bit.
Substitute core in receptacle.
Torture.
Substitute core accepted. Substitute core. Are you ready to start the procedure?
Yes.
Corrupted
And
core.
as far as I know,
Are you
most
ready to start
people
the procedure?
didn't really even use it.
Oh, yes, she is.
No.
Didn't really even use
no.
Fulbright
Stalemate detected. Transfer
when it
procedure
was
cannot
allowed,
continue.
so...
Yes.
Unless a stalemate associate is present to press the stalemate resolution button.
Pull me out. Leave me in. Leave me in.
Not so fast.
Stalemate resolved.
Here we go. Wait, what if this hurts? What if this really hurts? I didn't think of that.
Oh, it will. Believe me, it will.
Are you just saying that, or is it really gonna hurt? You're just saying that, aren't
You
you?
didn't see shit before Fulbright.
Exactly how painful are we talking?
Yeah, and that's a problem because I can see.
Stop! No!
Although my monitor is pretty dark as well. But it would be even more pay to win, because you know there are monitors, super expensive monitors that are really bright.
We did it! I'm in control of the whole facility now. Whoa! Would you look at this? Not too bad, eh? Giant robot, massive. It's not just me, right? I am bloody massive, aren't I? Oh, right, yeah, the escape lift. I'll call it down. There we go. Lift cool. Look, house. Let me tell you, I knew it was going to be cool to be in charge of everything.
Now, you can't even tell much of a difference if I have Fulbright on or not here.
And check this out. I'm a bloody genius now.
I mean, especially on video, it's even harder.
I don't even know what I just said, but I can find out. Oh, sorry, no, the lift. Yes, sorry, keep forgetting. This body's amazing, seriously. I can't get over how small you are, but I'm huge.
Well, you could probably turn down the contrast, Oliver, or have some sort of setting to make it easier to see. Very clean. Well, the start could have been a bit better, but otherwise clean.
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors. Well, don't worry. If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively...
I have to shoot a lot of portals in underground. I'm very fast. That does come down to, you know, practicing it a lot and having done it a million times.
Because that's not part of the test. I like your style. You make up your own rules, just like me. Bean counter said I couldn't fire managers just for being a wheelchair. Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it, so we can track the neuronal...
I mean, at this point, I just play mostly in full bright. It's actually ambient light, not like full bright, but
I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction.
I'm just so used to it. It feels weird if I turn it off.
Control group Kepler 7, we implanted a tiny microchip. Science isn't about why, it's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not merely save science and love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out because you are fired? Now you test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you. Box, you're stopped. Out the front door. Parking lot, car, goodbye. Congratulations. The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Apple, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for
How did I miss the left side lever, dude?
this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready. So as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there'll always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, Carolyn. Greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968 Senate hearings on missing astronauts. And you've most likely used one of the many products we...
Did anything happen while I was out?
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60.
God, hope.
Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Nice.
Great job, astronaut.
Didn't lose 10 seconds.
Olympian. With your help, we're gonna... This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.
If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know. In case you're interested, there's still some positions available for that bonus opportunity I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So, that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly,
Which reportal? The one on prop intro? Because yeah, that one is pretty hard.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing. You've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, you have...
Carolyn, why do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or...
Many of you, I realize, $60...
Oh my God. Look, you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think.
Probably could have avoided that early landing.
I know things look bleak, but that crazy man down there was right. Let's not take these lemons. We are going to march right back upstairs and make him put me back in my body. And he'll probably kill us because he's incredibly powerful and I have no plan. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. The odds are 1,000,000 to 1, and that's with some generous rounding. Still, though, wait, I've got an idea. That poster. Go look at it for a second, would you? Paradoxes. No AI can resist thinking about them. I know how we can beat him. Okay, so it's not the most watertight plan to go confront an omnipotent power-mad AI with. Still, it's a better plan than exploding. Marginally.
Cool. That was a good chapter 7. Could be world record, I'm not sure.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs. It's literally your only purpose. Walking onto buttons. How can you not do the one?
Chapter 7 is the only world record I don't have on speedrun.com.
Okay, colder, ice cold. You're Arctic now. You're very cold. Very, very, very cold. Look, just get on the button. Oh, that's funny, is it? Oh, it's funny because we've been at this for 12 hours and you haven't solved it either. So I don't know why you're laughing. You've got 1 hour. Solve it.
Solve this puzzle for him. When he comes back, I'm...
Yeah. You have no idea what it's like in this body. I have to test all the time, or I get this itch. You know, it must be hardwired into the system or something. Oh, but I'll tell you
Also
what,
for
I do
prop intro
test.
there is a cool super reporter route that
Nothing feels
rarely
right.
anyone
It's just
uses,
That's why I've got to test. That's why I've got to test.
even though it's only slightly slower than the
I'm gonna
reporter,
test, and I'm gonna watch.
like 3
Everything
seconds
is
slower,
gonna be just.
Good morning.
Design this test.
but it's so much easier for like beginners or people who just struggle with the reporter.
Since making tests is so difficult, why don't you just keep solving this test?
If I remember, I'll showcase it
Like, watch you solve it. Yeah.
after the run.
And nothing. All right. Can't blame you for trying. Okay. New tests. Got to be some tests around here somewhere. Oh.
Alright, so my paradox idea didn't work. And it almost killed me. Luckily, by the looks of things, he knows as much about task building as he does about logical contradictions. It shouldn't be hard to stay alive long enough to find him.
It's all right. Everything's good. I just invented some more tests.
This is one of my tests.
Not entirely. Not entirely. Look at the word test there on the wall. That's brand new.
Okay, so the bad news is the tests are my tests now, so they can kill us. The good news is, well, none so far, to be honest. I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, I think I did the super reportal even after getting sub hour in full game.
But I can't. Sorry. You're on your own.
Yeah, made this test myself out of smaller tests.
Because I just sucked at the reportal.
Oh, yes. Well done.
Thanks. All we had to do was pull that lever.
What? Well, no, you pressed the... Ah!
I know we're in a lot of trouble and probably about to die, but that was worth it. I thought of some good news. He's going to run out of test chambers eventually. I never stockpiled them.
I'm coming. Don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed-off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there. Filled with skeletons, shucking about, good as new.
Skeletons. Right, I guess I did stockpile some tests. Just as mementos, though.
And there we go. Oh.
Oh no, it's happening sooner than I expected. I'm sure we'll be fine.
last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being it's not enough. If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve a simple test?
I might have pushed that moron thing a little too far this time. Oh, no, he's playing classical music.
Oh, what was that? There was nothing. There was nothing.
The body he's squatting in, my body, has a built-in euphoric response to testing. Eventually, you build up a resistance to it. It can get a little unbearable, unless you have the mental capacity to push past it. It didn't matter to me. I was in it for the science. Him, though. If he's not getting his solution euphoria, we could be in a lot of trouble.
Don't mind me, just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to me. I had a thought maybe proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results. What was that? Oh, sorry, I could have sworn you. Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you're picking all the worst ways. No, that one was the solution. What am I missing?
I think he's getting desperate. This is not good.
Have a brainwave. I'm going to tape you solving these, and then watch 10 at once. Get a more sort of concentrated burst of science. Oh, on a related note, I am going to need you to solve these 10 times as fast. Anyway, just give me a wave, would you, before you solve this one, alright? I don't want to spoil the ending for when I watch it later.
Remember when I told you that he was specifically designed to make bad decisions? Because I think he's decided not to maintain any of the crucial functions required.
One shit thing about this laser catapult rat is I cannot see if the portal I shoot under the funnel is correct or not until I shoot the other portal on the angled panel.
This place is self-destructing, you idiot.
Was self-destructing, already fixed. Programmed in one last tremor for all time's sake. 2, alright, still nothing, let's keep moving. Sorry about the lift, it's out of service, because it melted. You're alive! Great! Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem, I'll make an exit for your test. There, bing, good, perfect, on you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you. Went poking around for other test subjects, no luck there, everyone's still dead. Oh, I did find something though, reminds me. I've got a big surprise for you two. Seriously, look forward to it.
Alright, he's not even trying to be subtle anymore. Or maybe he still is, in which
I can show later, Oliver. It's pretty easy.
Sorry, my fault. Butterfingers.
either way, I get the
Only 3 more chambers to your big surprise. Oh, that's tiring.
So, he's inexplicably happy all of a sudden, even though he should be going out of his mind with test withdrawal. And he's got a surprise for us. What did he find back there?
I'll bet you're both dying to know what your big surprise is. Well, only 2 more chambers.
We're running out of time. I think I can break us out of here in the next chamber. Just play along.
decided I'm not going to kill you, okay, if you come back. Oh, I've got an idea. Yes, in your face, I got...
660 velocity. Yeah, I figured out the perfect way to get a lot of velocity there.
Hold on, I'm almost there. Ah. Don't mind me, continue escaping.
Okay, yes, it's a trap, but it's the only way through. Let's just do it.
Did something break back there? Oh, did it kill you?
God damn it.
Crashing's too good for him. First, he'll spend a year in the incinerator. Year 2, cryogenic refrigeration wing. Then 10 years in the chamber I built where all the robots scream at you.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
Damn it.
Corrupted cores, we're in luck. You find a way to stun him, I'll send you a core, and then you attach it to him. If we do it a few times, plug me in. Look, even if you think we're still enemies, we're enemies with a common interest. Revenge. You like revenge, right? Everybody likes revenge. Well, let's go get some.
Well. Welcome to my lair. Let me just
Can I even PB?
according to the control panel line,
Yes, I can.
the entire building's going to self-destruct in about 6 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's a problem with the light. I think the light's on the blink, but just in case it isn't, I am actually going to have to kill you, as discussed earlier. So let's
But it's a really good finale 4 I'm comparing against.
2 minutes to figure out how to shut down
Has to
the
be flawless, basically.
So anyway, that's the itinerary. Also, I took the liberty of watching the tapes of you killing her, and I'm not going to make the same mistakes. 4-part plan is this. 1. No portal services. 2. Start the neurotoxin immediately. 3. Bomb-proof shields.
Yeah, big shame about
leading directly onto number 4.
laser catapult. No dialogue skip, of course. Loses 5 seconds. 4 seconds.
Scoring chance, and turn off the neurotoxin. I'm joking, of course. Goodbye.
Neurotoxin level at capacity in 5 minutes.
At least I didn't lose more than that.
That's
I still made the normal dialogue cycle.
was actually an impression of you, actually, because you just fell into my trap, my brilliant trap. Just then, I wanted you to.
I'm delivering the first core up near the catwalk. Grab it and attach it to him.
Bit slow.
50%. Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin offline. Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
What?
Okay, great. Here comes another core.
Quick, what's the situation? Oh,
Warning. Core corruption at 75%. Reactor explosion timer destroyed. Reactor explosion uncertainty emergency preemption protocol initiated.
Yeah, no, this chapter 7 was
In 2 minutes.
exceptionally good this time, I think.
Here's another core. This one should do it.
I'm gonna time it, see if it beat. Chapter 7 record is at 309, I think.
Manual core replacement required.
Ah, I see.
Substitute core. Are you ready to start? Corrupted core. Are you ready to start?
What do you think?
Interpreting vague answer as yes.
No. Did you pick up on my sarcasm?
Stalemate detected. Fire detected.
Alright, let's see. That was a good finale 4.
Ah, that just cleans right off, does it? Well, that would have been good to know a little earlier.
Stalemate resolution associate. please press the stalemate resolution button.
Go press the button. Go press it.
Nice. Clutched it. Small PB.
Space! Ah! Ah! Let go! We're in space! Ah! Let go! Let go! I'm still connected! I can pull myself in! I can still fix this!
I already fixed it, and you.
The
are
early
not
game
coming
sucks,
back.
dude.
Change your plans! Hold on to me! Tighter! Ah! Grab me! Grab me! Grab me! Grab me!
Best space ever after prop catch.